Hey guys, and welcome back to the Sanilac Flashlight. At the most recent County Millage Board meeting, Disgraced Homeless Shelter Michigan House of Hope had their application for county funds reviewed. It did not pass. According to sources on the board, the most vocal opponent was Sanilac County Prosecutor Brenda Sanford. House of Hope has been out of the news since Andrew Jewell accepted a plea deal from the prosecutor's office. I would assume that House of Hope waited for Jewell to disappear from public discussion before submitting this application. They made no mention of this to local media or posted on their socials that they were attempting to get taxpayer money. After all this, I was still curious as to why House of Hope's board thought they were deserving of taxpayer money, so I went down to the Sanilac County 4-H Fair to ask them directly. The first to show up was Sandusky City Manager Dave Faber. Before getting into the interview, I should clarify that Dave Faber is a proven criminal. During my research into House of Hope last year, I uncovered that between 2016 and 2018, the city of Sandusky spent taxpayer money on the utility bills for the homeless shelter while it was based on Morse Street. Dave Faber is the city manager and would have been responsible for approving these payments.
Hey Dave, can you explain to Sanilac County voters why they should foot the bill for your fraudulent charity? Nothing to say, bud? What's a ministry fee? Can you tell Sanilac County what a ministry fee is? Is that what you say you're charging because you can't legally charge rent? Is that how that works, buddy? What's a ministry fee, Dave? What's a ministry fee? You can't tell the people of Sanilac County what a ministry fee is? You want their money, but you can't tell them what a ministry fee is.
Can I talk to you for a second?
Yeah. Dave, why is it so hard to just tell people what a ministry fee is? You want taxpayers' money, why can't you just tell them what a ministry fee is, Dave?
Participate in these activities. We thank you for these kids and all the hard work they have put into their projects, some of them all year long. We thank you for the supporters that come out for these kids each year. We ask you to bring safety to everyone today and grace and mercy to our neighbors. We thank you and pray in your name. Amen.
Amen. What's a ministry fee, Dave?
So thank you again.
What is a ministry fee?
Today. Just a couple of things before we get started. We have on our screen, we'll have all of our information for the day, and then as you came in and got your
Dave, what's a ministry fee? What's a ministry fee, Dave?
There are a couple of discrepancies from the sale bill.
You know the millage board laughed your application right off the table, right? You know that, right?
Correct. We have had to make some changes.
I hope you worked really hard on that.
Everything. So if you are looking at the screen and looking.
Now, if Dave Faber thought that House of Hope is doing such a great job for the community, why wouldn't he publicly defend their mission? As for the question I asked him regarding ministry fees, the reason he can't answer this question is because this would expose the scam. Ministry fees, translated into honest language, would sound a lot more like rent, and House of Hope can't legally charge the men who stay there with rent because that would negate their status as a nonprofit homeless shelter. House of Hope is essentially running a tax-exempt hostel where the homeless pay money to stay there. I waited around the fair for Sandusky Police Chief Brett Lester, but he was a no-show, so I went over to the city building to find him in his office.
Hey, Chief.
Hi.
Hey, can you explain to Sanilac County taxpayers why they should have to foot the bill for your charity?
So, any questions for the Michigan House of Hope can be directed towards that email.
That email right there?
Yeah.
You think I'll get a response?
The board of directors should be able to respond to you.
Right on. Hey, why though? Like, why would you apply for taxpayer funds?
Again, that's going to be a question for the board of directors to respond to.
Okay.
Do you need anything with the police department?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay, have a good day.
Likewise, man.
Thank you.
Hey, one more thing. What's a ministry fee?
Again, all questions for the Michigan House of Hope can be sent to that email.
Do you
the board of directors.
Do you call them ministry fees because you can't legally refer to it as rent?
Again, do you have any questions for the Sandusky Police Department?
I'm asking you.
Okay. Questions for the Michigan House of Hope can be directed that way.
And they're going to tell me what a ministry fee is if I send an email here?
If they decide to.
If they decide to. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Have a good day.
You too.
You'll notice that he refers me to the email address, but after further investigation, I found that they must have forgotten to pay their web host because their website is definitely offline. Turns out that House of Hope was having a fundraiser that night on the courthouse lawn, so I thought I'd go over there and ask the same questions all over again.
I heard this.
Hey, ladies. How's it going?
Good.
Hey, is this the House of Hope fundraiser?
Yes.
Hey, do you guys know what ministry fees are?
Check one.
The gentleman that is handling
He's gonna wanna
that
turn
is
down my bass.
right over there
Yeah,
in
that's
the
what I'm-
black T-shirt.
be black
and
T-shirt.
hat, yeah.
Okay. You guys doing good tonight, though?
Yeah?
Make it out to the fair at all?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's actually a pretty great year for the fair.
Oh, good.
How's it going, bud? Hey, are you here for the fundraiser? Oh, okay. Oh, you're just
Am I in the way?
right on. Hey, ma'am, is this the fundraiser for House of Hope?
I believe so.
Oh, okay. Hey, do you know what ministry fees are?
You know who I think is in charge of this? Who was here? See that guy over there in the baseball hat?
Yeah, yeah.
And the dark navy shirt?
Sure. Talk to him.
I think he's the police chief, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, he's the police chief? Okay, good to know, good to know. All right, thank you, miss. Hey. What are Hey, chief, what are ministry fees? Hey, Chief Wesley, can you tell us what are
Play sure, you gotta do it when you get.
Hey, Chief Lester, what are ministry fees?
I told you how to answer that question, okay?
But you could just tell me right
I
now.
told you how to answer that question. It's going to be a board decision to answer that question for you.
You can't just tell me what a ministry fee is?
You can ask your questions to the board of directors and they'll reply to you via email or P.O. Box 192.
Why is it such a big deal?
It's not such a big deal. It's a board decision to answer you. It's not my decision.
Okay. You can't just tell someone in the community what a ministry fee is? Isn't this supposed to be like a transparent sort of organization? Didn't you promise transparency?
And the board of directors will give you whatever answer that they decide is going to give.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
Thank you.
Good to see you, Brett.
Good to see you too, guys.
Hey, it's good to see you.
Hey,
First name.
I'm Breton. I'm like a Brett, but I'm Breton. You don't even have to stand up, sir.
Danny Smith.
Good to meet you, Danny. Hey, do you guys know, is this the House of Hope fundraiser?
Yeah, Becca from Countryside Methodist Church, she'll be singing here tonight too.
Oh, okay, nice. She's got a beautiful voice.
You know little Becca?
I've been to Countryside a couple times for church, and
We all been putting money together to buy her some shoes. She never wears shoes.
why doesn't she wear shoes?
I don't know.
Hey, do you guys know what a ministry fee is?
Ministry fee, I don't know.
Okay, all right.
I guess that's what you pay to become a minister at a college.
Okay, yeah, I would assume so too. All right, thank you, sir. Danny?
Danny and Sandy.
Danny? Well, that's easy to remember.
Danny and Sandy.
All right, you guys have a great night, okay? Did you make it over to the fair this week?
Her nephew won the first heat.
Oh, of
Josh Porter.
for the tractor pull or what?
No, that was the cars going around the big tires.
Okay,
Her nephew won the first heat.
okay. Right on. Well, it's good to meet you, Danny.
Have a great
Yeah, be well.
You see how I didn't bother telling these nice old folks about how mismanaged and underhanded Brett Lester's homeless shelter is? That's because it wouldn't fix the problem and would only serve to put a dent into their evening. And why drag them into this? If House of Hope wants to take advantage of gullible elderly people, that's on them. Another thing I discovered during this investigation is that House of Hope is sharing resources with Great Lakes Recovery Mission in Sandusky. I reached out to the director of the recovery mission last year and found that he was also allergic to answering questions. This flaming tire fire of a story is a horrible spectacle for our good citizens to witness. I really want us to be better than this. I know we can be better than this. A number of people have registered to run for Sandusky City Council, and I truly hope they succeed and remove Faber and Lester from power. I know that the Sanilac County News is done covering this issue, but I would honestly rather die than let this go. I want to ask everyone who's watching this to please subscribe to our socials. I'm not asking for money to run this operation, and I have sunk a fair amount into it already. I'm doing this because I care about the quality of life and the integrity of our public institutions here in Sanilac County, which, for the most part, I would rate as pretty satisfactory. When you compare us to, say, St. Clair County or anywhere south of there, it gets pretty rough pretty fast in terms of the level of corruption. So I think that we should be thankful for what we have here, but at the same time, we need to keep an eye out for the people like Dave Faber, like Brett Lester, people who come to this community and immediately start congregation shopping for the biggest flock of idiots that they can find, really. Anyone who's not going to challenge them, or, you know, people who are more than happy to raise money for them to run their, whatever you want to call House of Hope. But yeah, the point is, guys, I'm not going to make any money off this, and I'm fine with that. But I would ask that you guys share these videos. I would just like more people to know what's going on here, and I think raising everyone's attention level is probably the best thing that we can do. So again, I thank you for watching and taking the time to share it, and I hope you guys have a blessed day. Take care. Bye-bye.